Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Friday, April 1st, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the day for all 12 signs. So just take what resonates. And thank you so much in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions if you haven't done so already. The overall message I channeled for this upcoming Friday, we got clear vision. Clear vision. And so let's begin by pulling an oracle for each quarter of the day from the Energy Oracle deck, and then we'll further clarify each section of the day with the Mermaid Tarot. A level of patience is needed throughout this Friday. I do believe that wholeheartedly, given this is the second attempt or maybe third attempt for this reading. Feeling a little bit, is a level of peace in the air, but also just a level of anxiousness potentially. You could find that there's certain obstacles you have to overcome throughout the day, or just a push to have a level of patience when working, when thinking, or being pushed to fully envision where you want to be, okay? Feeling like it's a little bit far out for a lot of us, but also feeling a connection to a community for one way, shape, or form, in one way, shape, or form, excuse me. Feeling as if it's either online, it could be a physical community, however it works for you. They're saying that could even just be at work. It feels like that helps you have a level of patience with other factors throughout your day, within your life. For this upcoming Friday, for my beautiful souls. Wow, okay. I'm not going to take these, but it does feel like there is a focus on love for one reason or another, okay? But it doesn't feel as if that's exactly where this day is meant to head. It just feels like that could be on your mind. Okay. Bear with me. It just feels like there's a little bit of confusion that's being put to rest, or at least the start of which. We have 3 on the board, which feels right. In the first attempt, I did speak upon a level of awkwardness that you could embody or feel come over you at certain points. It could be due to your spirituality, or it could be more just the energy in the air, or just feeling like you have a lot going on and then just feeling a bit awkward in the process of all of it, or in the midst of everything. Just don't let it get the best of you, okay? It happens to all of us occasionally. Anyways, so we have 2 for the end of the day, but we're beginning with all tied up. All tied up. They're saying this clear vision that you're acquiring that feels doable in a lot of ways by the end of this day is in regards to what is making you feel all tied up. Let's pull some Mermaid Tarot. What do we have for this first quarter? No. For this first quarter. Yeah, it could feel like the energy is a little bit feisty for one reason or another. Waking up and not feeling the hope present within oneself or for what lies ahead. Just losing the hope to keep things positive or optimistic where you're at. Could be your living situation, absolutely. It could be more so you expecting the worst when going to work or to run your business. It could have more to do with people, right? Or a specific somebody. However it works for you, you're feeling limited, excuse me. You're feeling a bit nervous, a bit pessimistic to begin this month, to say the least. But it's this day that clears your vision and helps you see the way, helps you bring that hope back, or maintain a little bit, whatever's left of it, right? While increasing it. And just allowing for you to see that there's a lot of positives ahead. With the 3 of Wands, you snap out of it somehow in this first quarter. And within the same quarter of the day, you're feeling the motivation come to move forward towards this passion of fresh start. It's a reminder that yes, you're all tied up. Yes, you're restricted to an extent. Yes, things aren't perfect, but you're moving towards a brighter life for oneself, a new situation, one where you won't feel restricted in the ways that feel so obvious, so hard to not focus on at the beginning of this Friday. But with the Eight of Wands, expect for things to pick up quite quickly, a lot to accomplish. I even feel like your spirit guides are communicating, especially your main guide, a lot throughout this first quarter, about where you're heading, about what you're dealing with now, about what you need to do throughout the day. I feel like even unnecessarily being reminded in certain ways, even by other people in your life, as to what you need to accomplish. I really feel like you could be thinking about a level of communication you desire in the future in regards to beginning and embarking upon this passionate fresh start. Okay. They're saying let it go, let it flow, and when it's meant to be, it'll be. Yin and yang for the second quarter. Balance is a necessity. There's a positive and a negative to where you're at, is what I'm getting as well. We have the Ten of Swords and the High Priestess, the Lovers, and the Two of Swords, doing some reflecting in the second quarter without meaning to, or you could feel a push by your spiritual presence to do so. Feeling that if you thought you were spiritually guided and feeling that presence in the beginning of the day, it becomes quite clear, very crystal clear within this second quarter. They're saying this is purposeful, it's relevant, it's going to help you see the way, okay? Things feeling like they're a bit all over the place, as if you're just sort of trying to muster up the courage to do what's right for you in the future, but not knowing if you'll have all the resources to do so. And I'm here to remind you, you will. Your guides will remind you, you will. When reflecting, do ask yourself simplistic questions that don't lead to overthinking. Feeling a bit frustrated, a bit depleted, and just desiring an ending so badly, but for one reason or another, you thought this beginning, the situation was going to do you more justice than it has, or was going to be a lot more positive than it is at this point, right? Being reminded that everything's purposeful, right? The ups, the downs, the lefts, the rights, and it's going to help you make the best out of where you're heading. The next chapter, if you will, an underlining focus at this point on your Ten of Pentacles lifestyle, on wanting things to just be comfortable in a lot of ways. I'm hearing, is that so much to ask for? Is that so much to ask for? This clear vision coming to be throughout this day will help, but the struggles that come about, that you experience, that you have to overcome in this first half of the day, have a lot to do with you solidifying in one's mind and just seeing things a lot clearer, you know, coming to terms with what's not working, right? If there was any doubt in your mind, and realizing what needs to take its place and how to get there, okay? But we're moving on to the door to Spirit. I'm now hearing the battle isn't yours to carry. The battle isn't yours to carry. But anyway, so the door to Spirit. Flying out, we have the Queen of Wands. I could definitely feel the airy kind of passion that came out with that card, but you begin the second half of the day and you're feeling overly serious with what you dealt with in the first half of the day. I'm not surprised that you're feeling this way. It could be more so to do with, once again, the all tied up restricting situation, given the two cards are aligned, being pushed to walk through this door to connect with your guides, or to just listen to what's being communicated at this time, however they communicate with you. Could be through synchronicities, it could be through angel numbers, it could be through actually hearing them like I do, loud and clear. And I just feel as if you're also being pushed to recognize that you have the fire within, the passion within, to get to where you want to go, okay? And at this point, given that you're getting communication from Spirit, or being pushed to bring that hope back once again for what lies ahead, to make the best out of where you're at until the best, you're going to start to see things a lot clearer. A key piece of information, comes on in, or you stumble upon it, or falls into your lap, that helps you see how you should get to where you want to be, okay? Love takes a true focus in the last quarter, though, evidently, with the Chariot card also being here at the bottom of the deck. You're being pushed to recognize that when the time is right, you're going to hop on your own chariot and they're saying and decorate it and move towards what feels right for you, a life that's more comfortable where things are falling into place for oneself. In the midst of it all, in the meantime, just keep balancing things out and weigh out the options in a simplistic manner. Door to romance and a woman holding a heart. This is either you or somebody you're dealing with who's very much in touch with their feminine side. But to finish up this day, this Friday, you're going to find that romance, love, they put a question mark at the end of love, takes a true focus, okay? Whether you want it to or not. And I can't help but notice this broken heart at the bottom of the deck. But there's also, again, a true focus on the fact that your world's changing, as the World card is right below that. The Empress and the Knight of Wands coming out, being pushed to recognize that you deserve to give birth to something new. You could, one, be thinking about how what you're going to give birth to in the near future, how that's going to affect your love life. Or you could be thinking about just simply giving birth to a new connection or a new form of a connection with somebody you've been with for a while. Either way, it just feels like you're very guarded or ready for a level of defense, you know, expecting to have to overcome certain obstacles. Sure, no relationship or connection is going to be perfect when it comes to love/romance, but it's the end of this Friday that reminds you that you're gifted a door to go through, whether it's at the end of this day or moving forward when the time is right for you. And it's going to give you a chance to show off a little bit, just like the previous day, but it's also going to give you a chance to wear your heart on your sleeve and talk about what you've been through as a form of healing. It reminds you that you deserve a balanced sort of connection. And I feel like you're also going to experience a level of warmth with whoever this is about, okay? I know it feels so off or so random to have love be a true focus at the end of this day, but it just simply is for a lot of reasons. A reminder that in the midst of all the struggles, the restrictions, and the spiritual connection and moving towards the new, you're reminded that you deserve that perfect love for oneself, that connection that makes you feel like home, right? And it makes them where they feel like home to you, okay? And in the midst of all of which, just keep putting in that hard work and you'll see all of which that you desire come to be, transpire before your very eyes. But once again, excuse me, it's a day where you're starting to gather information, clarity, but you're gaining that clear vision of what lies ahead in a multitude of categories of your individual life. All right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing Friday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.